Good morning, YouTube. Me and Marshall are out here on a Saturday because we've got about 7 pool projects going and still wrapping up the Element House. So we are busy for wintertime. He is in the catch basin of this monster. It's almost a 40 by 60 pool, counting the catch basin. It's one that I introduced you guys to months and months ago, but it just finally got going. And it's one that I think we kind of expect to compete next year at World of Concrete. It's at a wedding venue. I'm gonna give you a tour of the whole project real quick. The cool thing is I feel comfortable announcing this now that I can see the weather 2 weeks out. As you guys probably know, we have a training coming up on the 20th of February. It's totally sold out. 20th, 21st, 22nd. And we normally will do a live pour at my shop. We'll mock something up that we pour it and then take it down, tear it up, use it for a eco-finish demo at the next training. But ultimately it's just, it's wasteful. Once in a while, we are lucky enough to have a really cool project at the exact right timing to show it off at training. And like I said, this is gonna be a 100+ yard mono pour pool that we are planning to do the Friday of training in front of everybody. Does up the pucker factor a little bit, and I've already had a near disaster on a little footing. I'll get into that in a future video when I can show you how I mitigate it, which I'll do this week. But real quick, I'm just gonna give you a tour of this amazingly cool project. Okay, first thing, I'll take you up the hill here. This is actually at a wedding venue called the Greenhouse, just south of Springfield in Highlandville, Missouri. And it is a really cool facility with a couple of really neat buildings, tons of glass and beautiful plants and really cool stuff. But they're in the middle of a big expansion. This is like, I don't know what phase this is, but they have 50 acres here that they're developing into kind of a wedding mecca, so to speak. But what this is gonna be, and I'm gonna show you images of the mock-ups too. They've got 4 foundations here, which are small, like houses that are gonna be like VRBO'd or rented to, wedding parties. All the bridesmaids and groomsmen or whatever don't need to be driving after typical wedding. Then right here where this excavator is parked is actually why we call the pool the chill zone. That's what the architect called this area. And it's because of a outdoor living space, kind of indoor-outdoor building, kind of semi-open air, but it'll be able to be closed off in the right times of year. And it will lead directly out in to our Infinity Edge pool. And the Infinity Edge pool, right through the middle here, you'll walk on a sidewalk right down the set of stairs into a sunken living room inside the pool, right about there. So that's, you might have seen something like that at Kevin's place in California, in Agoura Hills when I was out there pouring it. But then the wild part of this, when we get into the hydraulics and all the design that Eric's done to this thing, from all the way over there by Marshall's skid, all the way over here, this 60-foot wide pool is gonna end up with probably about 58 feet of Infinity Edge. So there's some pretty significant hydraulics and pumps. Eric's got a really interesting way of giving us a boil coming out of the floor with linear main drains. Really smart thinking. It's very good looking design, and it moves a ton of water with little effort. So I'll take you on down around. Marshall's filling in the catch basin, and kind of see it in here. It's coming along. We're gonna start forming hopefully Monday. My boys should be there Monday. We have to pour a different pool wall, come down here and get this thing going, and then I'll be splitting time between this one and the job at Table Rock. So that's the ones I'm responsible for right now. And then Austin's got, I think, 2 or 3 more open, one opening up this week, and then one more we got to still get dug out. So I think, like I said, I don't want to count too hard, but I think it's at least 7 pools going right now. But this guy that owns the place is a really artistic landscaper. He's done all this pretty much by himself with a couple helpers. He's stacking it all in this huge pond here. He's got a massive pump. I think it's like $20,000 pump with an 8-inch return line. that's going to be pumping up. Out of this, there's another pond. You kind of see the spillway at the top there. So it's going to have a waterfall coming down through the trees. And it's actually eventually going to feed down to another phase over there. But right now, this will be the end of it. And it will be pumping up. And this is a really cool effect, guys. There's going to be pool lights in this waterfall, in the water, in the creek. He's got this little flowway that's going to go all the way to my catch basin. And then we're going to create the look that the water is flowing from the top pool into the catch basin, from the catch basin into the pond, even though in reality it will be breaking. My pool water is, you know, contained, and the pond water is its own thing, but they will be only about 8 inches apart where they flow from. So the look of this place is going to be absolutely next level. I've been looking forward to this one since I first met the owner. The builder of the houses and stuff does a lot of Bass Pro's work. He is an artist himself, so we're working with a lot of the kind of people we like to work with on this project. You know, outside the box, really artistic thinkers. So they've one thing that we just added this week, right where Marshall's driving, where they were going to build a pool house, but they wanted me to do a change order for some retaining walls. When I realized how tall the retaining walls were, as soon as we pour this pool, we're going to dig it out and just make the walls tall enough that you can walk in there, use build deck flooring, and instead of just having a backfilled patio, we're going to save them money by not having to do all that site work and give them the pool room without an extra building. It's going to hold all the pressure tanks for the for the houses, and all my pool equipment, automation equipment, sprinklers, everything will be right here where he's been driving. So really smart guys, because as soon as I mentioned it, they were just immediately got it. I didn't have to draw it, didn't have to explain it beyond telling them what we could do. So guys, I'm really excited about this one. Didn't have a whole lot of time to shoot any other videos this week because I've been absolutely under the gun, and training is only 12 days away now. But I'm going to shoot a lot of content from training. We got Aquamatic coming, Pintear, I believe Reynolds going to be there. It's going to be wild. We got a lot of good things going, guys. I will see you next week.